there's not a one size fits all for everyone, but the truth is there is a framework in which each person can heal from, and within that framework is where it's very individualized what that may be. Now, every single person carries a different story. Your background, your experiences, your biology, your trauma, whatever it may be, these all shape you to the way that you respond to life. And so I think a big thing for people to understand is that when you're initially coming into recovery or you're working with professionals, is that you need to look at this new day and age of what is making people well. Now, a lot of clinicians are people that are really quick to give someone a medication when they haven't even looked at the basics of this individual. Have you ever looked at their micronutrients? A methylfolate test, for example, a one-time test, so you can see exactly what your body needs. Have you ever pulled your blood work, if you're a male, for instance, and that you should have a testosterone level of 700, but you're walking around at 80, but this clinician of yours gave you a medication for your depression, but did not even think to go and look at your blood. So when I have personally, private clients that I've worked with, when we looked at their blood with an expert, when they got their testosterone levels back up to normal, a lot of these things changed. Now, that on the whole mental health side, there's obviously a lot of things to unpack there. For instance, the serotonin in your gut. 90% of your serotonin is produced from your gut. Now, that means that what you eat makes you feel a certain way. So if you can feed your gut and your microbiome, the appropriate nutrients, well, that means you're going to have a better mood. And so when you eat like crap, you feel like crap. Well, now that makes more sense. If you think 90% of your serotonin is produced in your gut, well, there's a lot of other things to consider to get your baseline of your biology, up to a certain level. What's your diet look like? What's your blood look like? What's your deficiencies look like from your minerals and your vitamins? And then you can get yourself up to a stable level, and you at least know that you peek behind that curtain and you understand the baseline of you is at a good level. Those are extremely important things to not just, not look at. So I just kind of wanted to educate people of, to go and look at these things, that it's a new day and age, and to be open-minded and to ask experts and to ask questions.